How do you deal with younger players joining the team with older players? Their drive for playing is different from practice to game, meaning no fight in the game. That is a tough one. Coach, we talked about that last week about trying to, in games, separate the players, or in practice, separate the players by their ability level or their skill level to make sure that they're working on things appropriate to them. So you don't want to always combine the best player on the team with the worst player on the team, because if the worst player keeps messing up the drill, the better player is going to get bored. He's going to get tired of it. He's not going to want to do it anymore. So we always try to push our guys in practice. So I'll take, a group of maybe the 4 top players and work on things that they need to work on that day for, a 30-minute circuit. I take our kind of middle of the pack group, work on things that they need to work on, and then maybe that beginner or younger group, those guys come in and maybe we're working on, and again, I'm not sure what age you're referring to here, but we work on things that are appropriate to them. So it might be something as simple as learning how to catch with their fingers up versus fingers down, basic mechanics in the hitting box or in the batter's box. Working on things that are tailored towards their ability level, I think helps practice flow a bit quicker. It keeps it going smoother, and you'll see those kids on the bottom tier of the team develop quicker. So now they're able to play in the game with those guys. They're able to compete. They're able to receive throws, and I think the better kids on the team are going to appreciate it as well, just because the younger guys are getting pushed and they're developing at a quicker rate than they would if they were out there with the best guys on the team. When you say their drive for playing is different from practice to the game, they have no fight in the game. I don't know if that's referring, maybe they're just not that good yet and they're struggling, and that's always a challenge when kids are struggling and they're not having fun. I would always try to tell my older guys on the team to do their best to pick them up. Be leaders, not just be leaders as the best player on the team, but be leaders and be role models for the younger guys. I actually had a girl, she's a high school softball player in 2 weeks ago, and she was talking about how young their high school team is. And she was saying, man, it's me and one other player, everybody else is so young. So what I said to her was, be the senior that you wish you had when you were a freshman. And what I mean by that is be that leader, right? Even if you guys aren't going to be that good, right? That freshman's going to look up to you. She's probably showing up to tryouts. She's probably so nervous right now. So be the senior that you wish you had when you were a freshman. Just means, the older players on the team, they're going to set the expectations. They're going to work hard. They're going to lead by example. They're going to, push one another, but they're also going to pick up the slack for the younger players on the team that are struggling. So teaching them how to lead, as opposed to us as coaches always telling guys, this is how we do things. Well, if our older guys and our leaders on the team show that this is how we do things, I think you'll start to see a little bit more of a culture being built amongst the players. The younger players are going to start to play a little bit more free and loose, not so tight and nervous, because they know that the older guys on the team are going to pick them up, both physically and emotionally. They're going to be there for them, whether they're struggling, whether they're in a slump, and they're going to lead by example. So, Coach, I hope that helps. That's a good question, and again, I hope I reference your age-specific team there.